Hi. I'm sure that most of you know me. I know most of you. For those of you that don't, I'm Suzanne. And Dave and I are trying to get a message out to the department regarding course learning outcomes. And so we're going to try a lot of different ways to get the message out, and doing the video message is one way, I suppose, as good as another. So I guess this is in lieu of a department meeting. No, this is one way to look at a department meeting, I suppose. But anyways, the purpose of this is to discuss the CLOs, the course learning outcomes. The Comm Studies department has somehow gotten rather behind in assessing our course learning outcomes. We have some courses that are 100% complete, and several that are in the middle of the process, and others that have not been assessed in quite a long time. So this semester our primary focus is on interpersonal and on public speaking, Comm 100 and 103. So I'm here to talk to you about Comm 100, public speaking, and first give you a little bit of background, and then we'll talk about practically what this means. The course learning outcomes for public speaking have been reassessed and simplified. We took a long, hard look at specifically, really bottom line, what is it we want a student to come out of Comm 100 with? What's the skill set? And fundamentally, what are they? And it predominantly focused on being able to organize a speech and be able to extemporaneously deliver that speech. So now what we need you to do is we need you to take the rubric that we have created that helps assess how students are doing on those CLOs, and that rubric divides performance into 4 categories: poor, average, above average, and excellent. And we need you to take these rubrics and, basically utilizing a speech that students are already assigned to do in your class, assess their performance according to these 2 rubrics. You're not doing any additional work. It's a regularly scheduled speech. It's just one small form that you'll just make a small little check mark. It's designed to be very simple. It's designed not to be an imposition on your class. It's not something the students see. It's just their name and a check mark. And it's designed to go with either informative or persuasive, or any speech really that fundamentally fits that particular format of either one of those 2, our big ones, informative or persuasive. The other thing that I need to tell you is that it is critically important that you are involved in this process. We have 15, 16 adjunct faculty in the Comm Studies department, and by and large the vast majority of our public speaking sections are taught by you. And so your involvement is not optional. It's not nice if we had it. It's absolutely important and critical and imperative, and we want very much you to be a part of this process. So please understand that. The other thing that I want to make sure that you're clear on: how students are assessed in your class has no reflection on you as an instructor on a couple of different levels. One, I have students that do really well. I have students that fail. You probably the same. So a student that has, an instructor that has a whole class full of excellence does not necessarily mean that's an excellent instructor. Nor does a student that has a whole bunch of students in the poor column, does that necessarily mean that's a bad instructor. But even more importantly, I want you to understand I don't have access to your specific scores in your class. I have access to the overall bottom line result when everybody's done. That's what I'm given. I can't get to your individual assessments. I even tried. I wanted to look and see exactly how the process worked and how it was done, and I found out I can't get in, which is good. It protects you and I. So deans can't get in and see mine. So I mean, it's a good secure way to do it, and I'm glad it's set up that way. But I want you to be comforted. If you're at all worried or concerned about that, there's no need to be. So I think that's it for now. I'll show you the form in a second, and I'll continue the video in a sec.